Good morning. It's November the 25th, and I'm walking around the lake today because it's Friday, and a little a little earlier than I normally do, because I wanted to walk in the dark. And the sun won't be up till 8:29, and it's about 10 after 7, so definitely dark. It'll start to lighten up as we go around, but not to start with. It's already warm though. This is going to be our warmest day in quite some time. It's already above freezing, +1 or +2, depending on which device you listen to and believe. Supposed to go to +4 or 5 or 7, depending on which forecast you listen to. I've heard various numbers. But warm anyway. And probably above freezing the next couple of days too. Then it cools off and snows again on Monday. So a brief reprieve. Back to more wintry temperatures next week, it looks like. I haven't even had coffee yet. I was so determined to get out here while it was still dark. I'm going to walk for an hour before I even get coffee, so that's incentive to get it over with. Yep, it's dark. Usually the iPhone picks up the light better than that. It's making this alley look really, really dark. Because usually it looks darker to my eyes than it does to the phone. But in that particular shot, it looks darker on the phone than it does to my eyes. Oh, there's somebody. Good morning. My eyes aren't working well. Nicole. Didn't expect anybody to turn down that alley at this time of the morning. Oh, there's our first dog walker. It takes a little less than an hour, which means I'll be back shortly after 8 and still well before sunrise at 8:29. I'm already feeling warm, so I'll probably be taking off my hat here before too long as I continue to walk. Good morning, Matthew. Pretty sure he'd be turning down this way, that's why I waited for him. We'll see some Christmas lights here. I'll do a proper Christmas light walk later on in December, like I did last year. In fact, it's still pinned. Oh, there's a dog walker dead ahead. That's why I'm so glad I don't have a dog. All that walking. He's got a light on him too. The dog, not whoever's walking up. Some Christmas lights. Oh, and another good morning from where? Kirk in Vancouver. Isn't it awfully early there? It's like 10 after 5. What are you doing up, Kirk? Albert Street is hopping. Going to work phase that we're in right now. Able to see the lights on the ledge. Haven't switched on the Christmas lights yet. That's usually December 1st, so next week. Same night as the concert I'll be in. The Regina Lake Musical Theatre Sapphire Anniversary Gala is on December 1st. I'll be singing in that. ReginaLake.com for tickets. There's just a hint of color in the east. That'll brighten as we continue to walk, but we won't get to sunrise. I have no idea how many people we'll encounter on the path. Probably another dog walker or two. The bridge seems to be, we've got British flags, Canadian flags, Saskatchewan flags. So it must not be a special month. There's the dam. I think the water has opened up a little bit on the other side with it being cold. Not so cold, I mean. Well lit along here. Well, at least your feet are. Your waist. Not how high those are. We'll walk up through the garden, even though it's not a garden. Well, it is a garden, but obviously nothing growing. Yes, I'm already quite warm. Woke up a sweat for sure at this elevated temperature of +1 or 2. The lake's in no danger of thawing. A couple of days of above freezing temperature. It takes a lot more than that once it's frozen. Downtown is that away. Hey, I was out of focus. I was afraid I might be. That's better. Don't know how long it was out of focus. Might have just happened. It may have focused on those lights back there. Try to keep an eye on that. There's the legislative building. It'll go all Christmassy next week, as I think they all do across the country on the same day, basically. That's about as close as I get before it starts cutting off one end to the other. Well, since I'm over here, I might as well cross over here. Follow the pathway around here. Won't bother going up the steps, but here it is. We'll go around this way. Not particularly cleared, but whoa. Sorry, I really confused the gimbal there when I slipped. Unexpected patch of ice. Hopefully we're still focusing here. Okay, well, obviously since they don't bother clearing this, this is not the way to come. Too late now. Oh, bright lights. This way's probably clear though. The end entrances here. Something's being cleared over there where the tennis courts are. But probably not the tennis courts. Bit more light in the sky in the east. take my hat off. I'm already sweating. I want it again when I get where the wind hits me, but for now, this will take us up by the not currently fountaining fountain, the Trafalgar Fountain, which was once in Trafalgar Square in London. You can see it looming there against the sky. And again, it had wandered out of focus. I'm not sure when, so I gotta keep watching that. Hope if I don't touch it again, it'll stay in focus now, but. So I don't know, this has been alternately fuzzy and clear, I'm afraid. See, it went fuzzy again, look at that. Not sure why. Morning. Yeah, it's starting to be. I don't know why it's wandering out of focus every now and then. It must be something to do with the dark, not having enough light to find things. So I will keep focusing it whenever I get a chance, whenever I think it might have drifted out of focus again. The sky's looking very interesting over there, getting redder and redder. See it again. At the moment it looks like there's a forest fire just over the horizon. But the sun won't come up in the time it takes to get around the lake. It's a very slow twilight. Once I get home, I'll have coffee and a bunch of stuff to do. I got a couple of things I need to write today. An interview I have to do, a written interview, and a writing column for the Saskatchewan Writers Guild, which I do periodically, the space-time continuum about writing science fiction and fantasy. And I don't know what I'm writing about, so I'll have to come up with something. Dogs. I've got a jogger. Here's two dogs. Just because it's dark doesn't change anything. You could still be playing bingo. Morning. Those are big, fluffy, wintry looking dogs. Winter loving dogs, I would say. Husky-ish. Currently heading south, more or less. Then we'll turn east as we go around the corner up here. Up towards where the sky continues to brighten and fill with color. Another jogger. This actually has ice shoes on. Morning. Actually surprised how many people are out here in the dark. Of course, I'm out here in the dark, so maybe I shouldn't be. Or southeast, I guess we must be walking, or the sun wouldn't be over there because it rises in the southeast for sure. Not due east. Past the equinox here. Oh, someone else said good morning. Nicole. Oh, still Nicole. It's hard to tell on the little screen sometimes. It'll look like it's in focus when it actually isn't. So, good to know for future walks in the dark. Gotta keep focusing. Like here, I think it's left again. Oh, maybe not. At least it's focused on that light. Maybe that's not good. Question is it focused on the lights in the distance? Like, well, that one. That might be what it's doing. It focuses on, whoops, things that are closer and well lit. And then slips away from things in the distance. I wonder if there's some way to just fix focus it. Just tell it to focus on infinity and leave it at that. I don't know. It might be. Ooh, purple showing in the sky on the screen that I'm not really seeing. I guess I am once I get past the lights. Roberts Plaza over there, against the sky. Got a gap in the trees up here. We can take a look downtown. Where these benches are, there's an opening in the trees for that very purpose. So I want to go down that way. Get a chance to focus in the distance. Morning.
Good morning.
Two more dogs. Another walker. Seems to still be in focus. Huh, our red colors. Oh, well, we've shifted direction a bit, so there's more light over there now. That's the southeast. It's not that the sun has moved, it's that the path is not straight. So unfortunately that means we will turn away from the colorful sky up here. As we continue the lap around and now move to walk north again, basically. There's the Connexus Arts Center. There's another walker. Well, goodbye to the colorful sky. It'll continue to grow behind us. It's noticeably lighter. Half an hour into the walk, or however long we've been. Staying in focus, I think. There's the ledge over there, still lit up. Must be a bicycle. So I wonder what that light was. This is where I kind of wish I still had my hand on. Side here now for a bit, so I will set my hat back on. There's the Broad Street Bridge. There's another look at the sky, brighter and brighter. Meanwhile, over on this side, it's starting to lighten up. See some ice there. Only one car in the parking lot, and it's a truck. It's the Bar Willow restaurant up there. Lights on in their deck tent. Yeah, look back that way now. and onward. Oops. Trying to put my glove on and off. Not working very well as my hands get sweaty. Past the canoe club shed here. There's a boat waiting for warmer days. It's like one of the city boats. A few geese still. I thought I saw some open water. We might see it up here when I get to the next bridge. The sky's purple now in this direction. Tonight I'll be at Government House, caroling with Wascana Voices from about 5:30 to 8 or something like that. 8:30, I don't know. I'm supposed to be there about 5:15, that's all I know. And to sing. I should look at the music. Because I missed the rehearsal on Sunday because of Grey Cup. We also have an extra rehearsal tomorrow and then our regular rehearsal on Sunday because our concert's coming up on the 11th, is it? I think it's the 11th. That would be a Sunday. That makes sense. The Regina Musical Theatre concert that I mentioned is on the 1st. A week from yesterday. I spent all day Wednesday doing the program. I used to do all the programs, haven't done one for a while, but suddenly they needed me again. Here's where the fountain is not. Oh, there's a patch of open water there again. So we look back at the legislature there. I don't actually see any birds on it though. There must be some. There's always birds in open water, but I don't see any. And looking around to downtown there. Always got to be careful going downhill when there might be ice. City Hall is the one right there in the middle with sort of golden crown on it. Always seems to have one thing burned out. Must be a pain changing the bulbs up there. Back onto the main sidewalk here, which is clearer. I can walk clearly now, the ice is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. See, that still works. That part still works. Willow Island over there in the purple. It's very purple, isn't it? Looks purpler on the screen than it does to me, but it does look purple. Even to me. Almost looks like a special effect. across the purple lake. With the ledge there. I think it's all still in focus. Back on. Oh, here comes another walker. HMCS Queen over there. Yeah, this is a dog walker. And that's Willow Island. So the car is streaming along Broad Street over there, heading to work. I'm sort of heading to work. It just happens to also be at home, so I'm heading home to work. First, coffee. Good morning. Is it still purple over there? Not quite as purple. Walker. Morning. Your face all lit up from the glow of the screen. A little pinker now in the sky over there as it starts to pick up, the clouds start to pick up the light from the sun. Back there it's very red. Less purple and more pink. I guess we should go up here today. Since the light is so interesting. Take a look around. Baja, Tracy. It's actually not cold by our standards. It's above freezing this morning already. All right, carrying on. Colder next week again, and more snow. But we're going to lose quite a bit today if it goes as warm as they're saying. We won't lose it all, there's too much, but it'll thin out for sure. Here comes another dog walker. Two. Same ones we crossed earlier. Passed, crossed. Willow Island again, where my Shards of Excalibur series starts off. It's this patch of ice, well, water in the book, right along about here. Lady of the Lake from King Arthur shows up right there. Everybody's got to be somewhere. I think the path is probably beaten down enough I can walk on the shortcut here. Through the woods, such as they are. A bit slippery. Maybe I should have stuck to the sidewalk. Yeah, well, I'll stick to it on the next shortcut. Part of the trouble is there's no contrast right now, so I can't see what's level and what's rough on the beaten down snow here, which makes it more precarious. CBC buildings over that way. Oof! See, I did not know I was off the path until I plunged into the snow. Okay, we'll stick to the sidewalk for the next little roundabout bit. Sometimes shortcuts aren't so short. Ooh, look how red it is back in towards the sunrise. I'll get a better look up here once we get around the curve in the path. I'll be able to look back at the sunrise, which still is half an hour away at least. This is still just twilight. Twilight. There's the university college building, they call that. The original University of Regina building. City of Regina. Regina College, it was called originally. Recently renovated. Conservatory of Music and Dance is in there. Well, Conservatory of Performing Arts, that's what it's called these days. There's where they're building the new swimming pool. Yeah. Yes, it's Land of Living Skies. That's on our license plates. Up there you can see all the lights around the new swimming pool. Oh, wow. Look at that color. Up here we kind of stick out into the lake a little bit, and I should be able to get a better look at it if I turn around again. So yeah, look at the color back there. Very pretty. I'll take another look back before I leave the lake. You can see all the reds, the red light starting to show up on the trees here too. It's not sunlight exactly. Well, it is sunlight, but it's not direct sunlight. It's just the light from the sky. Morning. There's the bridge over there. Albert Street Bridge. Path would take you up to the new swimming pool, sort of. It's always a bit icy along here. There's the gazebo, used for outdoor performances usually. Or the bandstand, I guess you could call it. The edge across the lake. If we go out here, we should be able to get a good look back at the sunrise here. So there's the bridge and the legislative building. Roberts Plaza over there sticking up, and then there's where the sun will be up in another 29 minutes. But I'll be home in 10, where my coffee awaits. And the cat's wondering why the heck I went out so early. Incoming jogger. And we'll take one more look back up here before disappearing under the tunnel and last couple of blocks home. Things turning orange. Let's get a good look at the bridge here. and the incipient sunrise one more time across Wascana Lake. Say farewell to the lake for another week. Well, I might be by, but the actual walk around it is usually on Fridays. Back through the tunnel. Slowly being destroyed by the graffiti vandals. Because the world is full of awful people, and those are among them. Birds singing as they await the sunrise. Doesn't look dark at all now. Take off my hat again so I can cool off a bit before I get home. I won't usually be this early. It's just because my wife's away. I didn't have any other responsibilities first thing in the morning. I decided I'd get this out of the way. Normally I'd be just now thinking about heading out. And that's probably what the time will be like next week. Considering how much trouble the phone seemed to have focusing in the dark. Don't need to hurry to be doing it in the dark again. Until I do the Christmas walk, Christmas light walk maybe. A week or so before Christmas when everybody's lights are at their best and up and all of that. We'll be buying our Christmas tree this coming week. Always get it from Dutch growers. And it puzzles the cat every year. What the heck are they bringing that in here for? He's been good though. He's not one of those cats that's ever been tempted to climb it or anything like that. We don't put tinsel though. He would eat that. No question. He likes long stringy things. We got him grass for that reason. He nibbles at it. But if there's ribbon, he always wants to eat ribbon. Something instinctive. It has to be the grass instinct to eat grass. You can certainly see the ruts here a lot better than when I came through in the beginning of the walk. If you go back and see what it looked like then, it was dark. Davin School dead ahead. Also very well aware that I didn't eat anything before I did that. So I'm running out of energy here a little bit. All right, we will stop here. So, thanks for walking with me, either live or watching the recording, and I'll be back.